everybody, and welcome back to the Basement Show with Mr. Nest. I am Mr. Nest. Tonight is now known as Sports Roundup. We retired the name Sports Gliders, and we have officially changed it to Sports Roundup. Usually I am joined by Mr. Ron testing, but tonight he had something come up he needed to take care of. So I am here tonight to hang out with you guys for as long as you want me to. But welcome back to the Basement Show. We took some time off. Changed some things around a little bit. Tonight is step number 1 into the rebirth of this channel. Hope everyone has been doing extremely well. So now I'll do a quick rundown since we have a couple of minutes. Tuesday night, you now have Sports Roundup with me and Mr. Ron. Thursday night will now be called Ladies Night with Miss Shannon, Miss Danielle, Miss Morgan, and a new co-host who you have to tune in on Thursday to find out who she is. That show is geared all towards the ladies. They will gossip. They will give shopping ideas, dating advice, the whole 9 yards. They have an awesome show planned for Thursday night. Make sure you tune in and support them. And then Friday night, as much as it's tragic and hard to say, we retired Friday Night Movie Night, and the Rev Grimm has now taken over our Friday night. So if you want some bizarre but really knowledgeable grade A content, join the Rev Grimm on Friday nights at 9 o'clock, and he also has a new co-host. And he promises more bizarre content than ever before. If you were on his last show, he's going to step it up a notch even more from what he did on his previous shows. So welcome back. I hope everyone has been doing well. Yes, we've been gone now for a little over a week and a half. We had to do some reformatting. Sports was a little crazy the last couple weeks as the Phillies being in the playoffs, making a nice run. Unfortunately, they came up short. They lost in 7 games to the Arizona Diamondbacks, which as Philly fans took really hard because they lost 2 straight games, 6 and 7 in Philadelphia, which is never a good thing to do, to lose in front of your home crowd like that in that fashion. It sucks, but as we always say with Philadelphia sports, there's always next year. And then also we've had the Eagles still kicking ass. They narrowly beat the Dallas Cowboys this past Sunday. I say narrowly because it was a good back and forth game. Diamondbacks did win it more. Mama D, you are absolutely 110% correct. But now that the baseball season is over, you had the basketball season in full swing. The Sixers after a nice 6-1 start. The Flyers are up and down, but that was to be expected with a very young team. But the one that's taking the city by storm right now is the 8-1 Philadelphia Eagles. As you can see behind me, my lights are green tonight in support of the Eagles. You know, I do have a strain out for some reason. And yes, Jack, college basketball season started as well. Nice to see you in chat tonight, Jack. And speaking of college basketball, you don't really see big marquee matchups right away, but there was an upset last night in the college basketball world that, if you don't really follow it, Michigan State is very well known more for basketball than college football, and they lost last night to James Madison. James Madison. It was an overtime game, but still a loss this early in the season for a top 25 team is never a good thing. The foosball. I mean, you can call it that as you want. But yes, it's been a crazy couple weeks. But now we're hoping to get back. We're cutting down the Basement Show to 3 shows a week. So we hope that more people intertwined with it come support us, let more people know, because we want this community to keep growing. As you saw, if you were in for the intros, I have brand new intros There's a brand new outro. You can see I now have a fancy new background for Sports Night. The ladies have one for their show. The Grim will have his Pipeline Fire that he liked. All shows have new intros. I've been busy, okay? But we are refreshed. We are recharged. Like I said, we're not Monday through Friday anymore. It will now be Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday with our occasional weekend shenanigans, as we call them, where you never know if we're just going to pop up live or if one of us are on a live location type show. We shall see. But nice to see everyone back supporting the page. We can't thank you enough. I mean, when you get into a habit like this, like you want to keep going, but sometimes you need to take that step back and reevaluate some things. And I feel like that's what we did the last couple of weeks. We reevaluated certain things, got rid of a couple shows, reamped a couple shows, brought a new show in. I mean, we do these for you. And as you'll see in the intro, these shows depend on you, the viewer. So we always thank everyone for the support. Even if they just pop in, say hello, hi, drop a reaction. I mean, as a streamer, it means a lot. So next Tuesday, I hope to have Mr. Ron back in studio with me because me and him have a lot to catch up on. And we want everyone who joined us before to come back and invite some new people. I mean, as you can tell by my voice, I am amped to be back. I am excited. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually excited to be in front of a camera tonight. You know, people who know me know I'm not one to be sitting in front of a camera. But now that I haven't been it for a while, as you can see, I am growing out a beard, which is kind of weird, especially for me. My hair is even worse. So there you go. You see it from Ron himself in chat on Facebook. He will be back next week. And I'm sure he is just as amped as I am to be rejoining the fun. Like I said, it's not Sports Gladiators anymore, but we're now going to call this show Sports Roundup because we're going to talk about everything and anything. From the NFL, our fantasy football league, which I'm not trying to brag, but I'm 7-2. Excuse me. And then you got NBA in full swing, the MLB offseason. Evening, Miss Jackie. Nice to see you. Welcome back to the show. Welcome to Sports Roundup, as we call this show now. So, yeah, I mean, where would you guys like to start today? I've been rambling for the last about 8 minutes. So, let me know you're here. Say hello. If there's a specific game that you would like to talk about. I'm sorry. Gary, what's up? I missed the show. Well, Gary, we're back. Now you have to tune in only 3 nights a week if you miss my spiel. Only live Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday now. No more Monday or Wednesdays. People said I needed a break. I was doing too much because I do all the stuff behind the show. I've had some good help this past couple weeks getting things in order. Like I said, as you can see, I now have a fancy new background for a sports show. Oh my God, did you see the game for Sunday? Jackie, I watched from midway through the third quarter to the whole entire fourth quarter with my parents. So I watched, I would say, a quarter of the game. But what I did watch almost gave me a heart attack. But that's true Philadelphia sports fashion. Our sports teams like to leave us on the edge of our seats, as I say. Tyreek, Maxey, and All-Star. Ron, I will agree with you. Maxey is playing at an All-Star level this year, and Embiid. I'm also very impressed with the free agent signing they brought in, Kelly Oubre Jr. He's a small, I think he's been playing shooting guard, small forward, but Oubre has also been a terrific addition to the Sixers. What did I think of the game? If you want me to be completely honest, and I know Jackie's a Cowboys fan, I know we got Ron in here, we got Gary in here, we're all Eagles fans, but my honest opinion, Eagles got lucky. We got really lucky because you had the 14 goal play that was called back and wasn't a touchdown because his knee was down at the half-yard line. So you put 6 points on the board if that's a touchdown. And then Dak stepping out of bounds at the 2-yard line on the 2-point conversion. I mean, you have a whole different game. Yes, I will take the win. I'm not trying to brag it in anybody's face. But deep down inside, the Eagles got lucky on Sunday. As much as we hate to say it, the Cowboys were the better team on Sunday. We have the better record in the division right now. We're 8-1 to 5-3. We're also on a bye week this week, and they have the Giants, so they should go to 6-3. But all seriousness, I'm being truthful and serious like this. The Cowboys should have won that game on Sunday. Jackie will probably tell you, Gary will tell you, probably Ron will tell you. A win is a win. Yes, you're absolutely 110% correct. We were better in the trenches, and that's exactly a good way to put it on. Our offensive line dominated their defensive line, and our defensive line dominated their offensive line. I will completely agree with you on that. You're absolutely right. But Prescott almost threw for 400 yards on our secondary and 3 touchdowns, and probably would have had a lot more passing yards of that if it wasn't like if the receivers actually caught the ball and then they didn't rely on their pass interference penalties. Definitely was close, great game. And Jackie, that's what it's all about. Like, I've known you for years. My friend Sam's a Cowboys fan. We have a friend Sheldon who sometimes tunes into the show on YouTube. He's a big Cowboys fan. If you show my team respect, I'm going to show it to you right back. Okay? Dallas is a playoff team. They will be this year. How far they go will depend on what Dak Prescott does. Okay? Because come later in the season, Dak shows who he really is. Now, if Dak can get his turnovers under control and put up the 300 plus yards he's been putting up, Dallas, we could see Dallas again later down the road, like we did last year with the New York Giants. We had so. The team that makes less mistakes wins most of the time. You're 100% right, Ron. You're absolutely right. And I got it really from Gary. Gary, I'm going to start calling you Sheldon Jr. Really me again and watch what happens. And we got Ice2102 over on Twitch. Mr. Nast. I can't believe Dak didn't get hurt on that 1 yard. I couldn't agree more. The way he bounced back up after that was incredible. I thought he almost broke his neck. The way he landed and like it crunched, I was like, oh my God, Dak is hurt. So the fact that man got right back up after that hit shows you how tough and gritty he really is. Okay. Now, I might have mentioned this to a couple people before. Okay. Dak was drafted the year before Carson Wentz, so you figure 2015. We lost our scout for a little while, but the Eagles themselves marched down the field. They like to make it interesting. Yes, they do. I don't call them the cardiac kids for no reason. Okay? And if you need heart medication while you're watching a football game, watch an Eagles game, and that will be full-fledged heart medication 101 for you. But yes, Dallas Goedert is out for at least 4 weeks. I believe they put him on the injured reserve with the intent on returning. He did break his forearm, which is very unfortunate. So, really, I mean, so true. Yeah, I mean, so. Okay. What I was starting to say is back in the day, Dak was drafted, and he was a draft eligible in 2016. At that time, the Eagles had Sam Bradford as the starting quarterback. Okay. And Dak Prescott was a quarterback coming out of the University of Southern Mississippi. Okay. Eagles had a very high draft pick that year. I said, okay, well, we need a running back and we need a quarterback to develop behind Sam Bradford. Now, mind you, this was all before the whole Carson Wentz saga, and before anybody knew who Carson Wentz really was. I had told people that the Eagles need a quarterback to learn behind Sam Bradford because Sam Bradford at the time was your veteran presence at quarterback. So I said, if you want to take a developmental quarterback on day 2, day 3 of the draft, look at the kid Dak Prescott. Okay, I said he could be a good backup. He could learn behind Bradford for a year or two, but then had potential to become a starting quarterback. Then he got arrested, I think a month before the draft, had a DUI, whatever, and he fell around, well, I think 4 or 5. So he was a day 3 pick. And at that point, I think the Eagles went in the opposite direction. We stuck with Sam Bradford and Chase Daniel, and then the following year, we had Carson Wentz. Okay. I for one, will admit full-heartedly, I thought Dak Prescott was a good developmental quarterback that the Eagles could have drafted later rounds and brought in and learned behind Sam Bradford because everyone knows how Sam Bradford was back in the day. He is a very injury-prone quarterback, but he's a very good mentor, as you saw when Carson Wentz came in. So, I, for one, thought if the Eagles needed a developmental quarterback, who they always wind up taking, this year Tanner McGee is that developmental quarterback. I thought they could go out and draft somebody like Dak Prescott in the later rounds of the draft that he was drafted. I was hoping he'd become an Eagle, so he had that potential. Now he's on the Cowboys. Fuck him. Cowboys seem more chaotic and stress situation. Eagles stay calm mostly. They do. You're absolutely right. I will agree with you on that to an extent. Okay, because that last drive didn't make sense. Okay, we all know Sirianni, Brian Johnson, they do shit ass backwards. Okay, usually a normal NFL team, Ron will contest for this next week. He will probably agree with me. I would say 80% of the teams in the NFL nowadays, first down is your passing down. Okay. Second down is usually a run play. Third down, you normally either need a yard, so you go up the middle, or you're doing. Oh, my camera cut out. Sorry. Oh, come on. Settings. Hold on. Technical issue. Sorry. There we go. I gotta work on this. But anyway, like I was saying, first down is passing down, second down a run play, and then third down is either a bull run up the middle or a passing situation. Depends on how you look at it. And then most teams go for it, a punt or field goal, fourth down. Philly does it backwards. We run the first 2 downs, and then we throw the ball, and then you get the brotherly shove on fourth down. Okay. My biggest thing is you get the 3rd and 3. You have a running back in DeAndre Swift who can go up the middle, or you have Gainwell who's known to get tough yards as well. Why the fuck are you throwing a 30-yard pass downfield on 3rd and 3? Don't get that. So that's where my stance is with that. McCarthy folds under pressure, worse now because he is play called. They miss Kellen Moore. Ron, I couldn't agree more with that statement. I am the first one to say I completely 110% agree with that statement. The Cowboys were idiots for letting Kellen Moore walk away. Even if you got to pay him an ass load of money to stay on your team as the offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore is what drove that team. He struggled a little bit with the Chargers, but now you're starting to see more of a rhythm picking up. So Dallas's biggest mistake this offseason was letting Kellen Moore go. I will 100% agree with you on that. And Matt's just stopping by to say hi. Matt, welcome in. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Always appreciate your support. I am Bob, according to Matt. Well, to Matt, because I was saying I was Uncle Bob there at work. That's a little joke between me and Matt, but you know what I'm saying. But no, Ron, you're absolutely 100% correct. Dallas misses Kellen Moore more than they're going to tell people. That is a dead honest truth. So, but other than that, is there any other game, I mean, we could talk the Eagles game all night. I know me and Ron would, because it was a good back and forth game. Don't get me started, Matt. Don't get me started. Don't do it. Don't do it, sir. Don't do it. Behave yourself, Matt. But what other games were exciting this weekend? Sunday night you had the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Buffalo Bills in a rematch of last year. I was expecting a little bit more out of that game. I mean, it was a still good back and forth game for the most part. Cincinnati did pull out the dub. Won 24-18, if I'm not mistaken. Back and forth. I mean, that's what you expect with those two teams. But now the biggest problem is Buffalo fell to 5-4, while Cincinnati moves to 5-4. But since they have the head-to-head now, Buffalo's on the outside looking in. And Eagles have Buffalo the week after Kansas City, so November 26th, Buffalo comes to Philly. So we'll see what happens with that. Jags are for real, Dougie P and Trevor Lockett. Yes, that is one of my feel-good stories of the year. The Jacksonville Jaguars. They did not play this past week, but they were 6-2, and they were kicking some ass. Now this week they come back from their bye, and they have a big test. So you want to see how they make it out this week, because this week they go against the San Francisco 49ers. If they can beat the 49ers, that'd be A, fucking amazing, pardon my language, and B, that would show people that the Jacksonville Jaguars are for real. I mean, they're for real anyway. Trevor Lawrence has been playing great. Travis Etienne, the running back, they're getting awesome play all around. I mean, they are legit. Another surprise team, Ron, and I told you last year at the end of the season, my dark horse team for 2023 and winning the NFC North was going to be the Detroit Lions. And so far, I'm looking pretty damn good. Niners can't lose 4 in a row? Bet me. I think they can. And I think they will. Because Dougie Pease had a week to prepare for that game. The Niners had their bye week last week as well. Fine and dandy. But and he's using my Detroit Lions reference when he says bite the kneecaps. The head coach of the Detroit Lions came out last year when he was hired and said that he's going to start biting at people's kneecaps. Well, Dan Campbell, you're keeping the man to your word, and you got your team in a very good position right now to make the playoffs. I mean, the Vikings lost Kirk Cousins for the season, but they put Josh Dobbs in, and Dobbs did magic on Sunday. I gotta say that. But Minnesota's struggling with injuries. Green Bay's not who everybody thought they were going to be with Jordan Love. And Chicago. That's all I'll say about that. Jahmyr Gibbs is a beast. You're absolutely right. Jared Goff is playing out of his mind too. So, hate me for saying that, but Jared Goff is doing absolutely amazing this year. So, yeah, Stafford won the Super Bowl with the Rams. You can't knock that, sure. But to see what Goff's done in Detroit is absolutely amazing. Jordan Love can't throw the long ball, and nowadays, that's what you need. And that, besides for like Chris, intermediate wide receiver and Christian Watson, I mean, Packers are known to be that run-first team. Granted, you have 2 good running backs and hold on. Settings. Hold on. Goddamn camera. I don't know what the hell it's doing. But yes. Let me see if I can tweak this a little bit. Hold on. Messing with something. No. I should have left this stuff alone. I do. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Cameron wants to be gay tonight. I gotta mess with something, whatnot, because this is not gonna be good. But we'll get through it. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. But no, Jordan Love can't throw the long ball. He is proving he can't. What the hell? Why am I camera doing this? Ball nights. Son of a bitch. I don't know why my camera's cutting out. I apologize. I didn't mess with any of my wires in a couple weeks I was off. I don't know what the hell it's doing. So, again, I apologize. But yes, Josh Dobbs came in first week in the job on Minnesota and led a touchdown drive. I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, that helps Minnesota. I think now they're, 5-4 in the year? Which is a very important stat when you're looking at wild card. So, I mean, yeah, I lost for words on that one. I mean, I think they're 5-4, Detroit 7-2, and then Green Bay, and then, like I said, Chicago. Justin Fields hasn't been playing. So they've been actually starting a Division II quarterback from Shepherdtown University. Yeah, Shepherdtown. I doubt anybody knows where or who has ever gone to that school. But it's a very cool story. Tyson Baggett, whatever is his name. He's been pretty consistent, but also turns the ball over a lot. So, but what other games do we have this week? I know Washington beat the Patriots. You know what? I could probably pull up my other monitor. Let's see. Let's open it per tab. ESPN, NFL scores. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Yes, I'm cheating a little bit. Don't mind me. So this last Thursday night, you had the Steelers beat the Titans 20-16. Kenny Pickett again, last quarter touchdown to lead to a win. We talked about the Eagles and the Cowboys 28-23. The next one kind of shocked me a little bit with Kansas City beating Miami 21-14. I actually thought that was going to be a little bit more of a high-scoring game. So to see only 35 points between the two of them, granted you're playing overseas, you're on a whole different type of schedule, but I was expecting more points out of that. The Vikings, like I said, came back and beat the Falcons 31-28. The Cleveland Browns destroyed Arizona, who played the third-string quarterback, Clayton Tune. Ron, I think you're right. Miami has been exposed. They came to Philly, 2 weeks ago, got their ass kicked. So you're absolutely right. They've been exposed. Now people know who they are. So I would agree with that statement that they have been exposed. But Deshaun Watson came back for Cleveland this week. That's a big one. The Packers beat the Matthew Stafford-less Rams 20-3. God damn it. Hold on. I don't know why my camera keeps cutting out. But the Rams did make a signing today. Ron can contest for this in chat. The Rams brought in former Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz to back up Matthew Stafford. Now the big question is, does Wentz actually see the field, or is Matt Stafford healthy enough? But the Rams are good now. We shall see. Not. But yes, they did sign Carson Wentz today, who probably was sitting at home because it's not hunting season anymore. So we'll see if he actually gets playing time with the Rams or if he's just there to look pretty. No judgment, Carson. You did that to yourself. Okay. You're a head case. We all know it. Good luck in LA. Washington beat the Patriots 20-17. Sam Howell had another 300-yard passing game. I really like Sam Howell. Sam Howell has developed into a very good quarterback. Then we got him because Stafford is hurt worse than revealed. And again, Ron, I would agree with you 100% on that. And they started Brett Ripken in the Green Bay game, and he was just absolutely horrible. So maybe, who knows? Maybe Carson Luck will spark something in that offense. You never know. But Washington beat the Patriots up in New England. I like Sam Howell. And Jahan Dotson is starting to become a really good wide receiver for them as well. Plus, they still have Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel. So they have weapons in D.C. I'm not going to say they don't, but we beat them twice. They're behind us. Moving on. Cut Ripken today and the other quarterback. Yes, they did. I forget who the other quarterback was, but they did cut. Or they waived Ripken, and then the other quarterback was just outright released. So Wentz will automatically go into LA as the number 2 quarterback. We'll see how that pans out for them. Like I said, best of luck. The Saints beat the Bears 24-17. And then this next one's my real big shocker. The Seattle Seahawks went to Baltimore and got their asses kicked. Okay. Anybody who knows me, I've been very secretly liking the Seattle Seahawks the last couple of years. The Chiefs quarterback, I think he's pretty good too. Mahomes is great. Mahomes is easily top 3 quarterback in the whole entire league right now. Yes, he's having a very off year, but they're still, I think KC's 6-2, 7-2 now. So Kansas City's up there, and that's who the Eagles face after our bye week, November 20th, for Monday Night Football in Kansas City. Super Bowl rematch. That's all I'll say. See who comes out on top this time around. And yes, Gino did suck horribly on Sunday, Ron. You're absolutely right. But the whole team as a whole sucked. I mean, the fly all the way across country and only put up 3 points. Like, what the? As a professional level, that's not good. It's almost as bad as the Arizona Cardinals getting shut out by the Cleveland Browns, if not worse. Actually, Mahomes is 5th in QB quarterback rating this year. Thank you, Ron. Lamar had a great game. Mitchell, good-looking rookie. Absolutely, Guy, you're right. Lamar had a solid game. Didn't put up big numbers, but did enough to help the team win. He's actually having a very good season. I don't know if it's a new offensive coordinator, if he's happy he's gotten paid finally, but Lamar's actually having a pretty solid year. So, thanks for joining us tonight, Guy. Always a pleasure. Nice to see you in chat. And Mitchell is a good-looking running back. You're right. He's a rookie running back who's going to see a lot more carries going forward. I was low-key for a while liking the Seahawks too. Yeah, I mean, Jackie, the Seahawks, the last couple of years, have been stepping up their game. I mean, they were a playoff team last year. They got eliminated the first round by the Niners, but you're making that progress. And I've always been, as much as people hate him, Pete Carroll, he's probably one of the few coaches that have made that transition from the college level to the pro level. And not many college coaches can say they have been able to do that, because it's a hard transition. But Pete Carroll has been doing it for years now, and doing a pretty good job, and he's been on a pretty solid team out in Seattle. So we'll see how they make out, because I think now they're tied percentage-wise with the San Francisco 49ers. So, I mean, that could come down to the last game of the season. You never know. And the more solid support, I wholeheartedly agree with you, Ron. I mean, Lamar's having a nice bounce back year. It's all you can really ask for. Next, you had the Houston Texans beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 39-37. And C.J. Stroud had himself a game. I don't know if anyone's seen the highlights of this game or not, but C.J. Stroud, God bless you, sir. Over almost 500 yards passing, 5 touchdowns. I mean, whoa. CJ Stroud. If that doesn't win you Rookie of the Year, I don't know what the hell it does. He's proving that he should have been the number 1 overall pick. So now the Carolina Panthers have to ask themselves, did we really make the right decision when we took someone like Bryce Young, or did CJ Stroud deserve to be number 1? Who knows? Every team thinks differently. Seahawks were split the series with the Niners, 2 games in a 3-game stretch. That, I mean, it doesn't matter really so much for Philly, but that's how the Eagles and Giants are. They play one week, have a different game, then they finish the season against the Giants. But now that the Giants lost Daniel Jones, I'm not worried about it. But if Seattle can get one out of San Francisco, that'd be absolutely huge. Going towards the end of the part of the season, because then it comes down to your division record. So, as much as I think you're right when you say that guy, I think they both go 1-1. That's a good analysis. I like that. The 1-1 split will be tremendously huge for a team like Seattle to eventually move back into the playoffs. Because you're going to see above 500 teams not make the playoffs this year in the NFC, because you got a lot of good teams bouncing off of each other. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, CJ Stroud, hands down, Rookie of the Year, my opinion. Next, you had the Indianapolis Colts, 27-13 over the Panthers. Oh yeah, hands down, I agree with that 100%, guy. Stroud is the Rookie of the Year, hands down. No problem. No questions asked. He wrapped it up this past Sunday. That's all I'll say. Now the Colts, you might as well say one player beat the Carolina Panthers by himself, and that's Kenny Moore Jr. Kenny Moore II, I think it is. He had 2 pick sixes. Normally you see 2 pick sixes, but by different people. This man had 2 pick sixes by himself, which is, I'm sure it's happened before, but nowadays you don't see it that much. So for a single man to have 2 pick sixes in one game, Kenny Moore, you're my respect for the week. I think one was a 69-yarder and the other one's like a 40-something yarder. But at one point, Kenny Moore was beating the Panthers by himself. Just saying. Jonathan Taylor back at it again, busted off the rush. Yeah, I mean, guy, again, spot on comment. Jonathan Taylor has been looking more and more comfortable the more he plays. Didn't really show it this past Sunday, but because his defense helped him out, Jonathan Taylor is back in a big way. So, and he is the only team this year to score 20-plus points in every game this season. The Shane Steichen effect. That's what it is. You have a good offensive-minded coach, and Shane Steichen. Now, if you're going to get your rookie quarterback healthy, which is unfortunate, he's out for the year. But a lot of people knew that he was a question mark going into the year anyway, because he hadn't really played that much. And then Jonathan Taylor, like I just said, he missed the first couple weeks, but he's back. And if you can keep him going and have Minshew hold on to the ball and not turn it over, you might see Indianapolis backdoor into the playoffs. Maybe. But the AFC is very, very tight this year. So they don't make it in. They probably might just miss out. But they could sneak in. Who knows? That's a wait and see. The Raiders beat the Giants 30-6. What's significant about this game is Antonio Pierce made his interim coaching debut because Josh McDaniels and the GM Dave Ziegler were both fired Halloween night. So Antonio Pierce was named interim head coach. And oddly enough, your first head coaching gig is against your old team. I thought that was pretty cool. Hey, you guys. Sorry, Amber stopped in. Thanks for popping in, Amber. Always a pleasure to see you. Saw you today as well. Double whammy. But the Giants, unfortunately, lost Daniel Jones, who came back this game from a neck injury, then went back out. Now he is done for the season with a torn ACL. So he might miss some of next season too. It's just proven to the point that Daniel Jones shouldn't have been paid, in my opinion. But who am I to judge? Ron says the Colts sneak in. We'll see, because it's going to be very, very tight. Down to another good-looking rookie. Richardson, if healthy, eventually will take over the league. Needs to train with Tula. That could be a good possibility. I mean, look what Tua has done. Tua is on the verge of ending his career last year with all those concussions and stuff. Ron had something come up tonight, Amber. He will be back next week. He's in chat, though, so if you want to say hi to Ron, Ron's in chat. What was I saying? No, but Tua, he banged up all last year, concussions and stuff like that. Whatever the hell he did this year in the offseason, more quarterbacks need to do. Because Tua has made that 180 completely and has had a pretty solid year. And for the most part, stayed pretty healthy, which is great. I'm happy for the guy. So going forward, yes, I would have Richardson train with Tua and see where that can go. I mean, the Dolphins are definitely a playoff team this year. They should make it. They should win the AFC East because Buffalo is not the same. Jets are really inconsistent, and the Patriots are. I don't know what to say about the Patriots because one week they look great, the next week they look like complete shit. I mean, is it time for a change maybe with the Patriots? I guess you wait and see. Do maybe Robert Kraft sit down with Bill Belichick after this year and say, hey, Bill, I respect you and all, but I'm kind of feeling something. Mac Jones is not the guy? No, never was. Mac Jones was never the guy for the Patriots. They got lucky when they drafted him because they didn't have to trade any assets. He fell under their lap for a reason, and now they're paying the price for it. But who's to say he, under a new coach, maybe doesn't have a resurgence? So Bailey Zapp, hey, you never know. Bailey Zapp could be the new future of the Patriots. I mean, they seem to like the late round quarterbacks. Look at what Tom Brady did for all those years. And Tom Brady was a 6th round pick. So now you throw someone like Bailey Zapp into the mix. Who knows? So, I mean, wide open. And you're supposed to have 2 great running backs and Rahan Stevenson. And then Ezekiel Elliott, and neither of them have done shit this year. So, one second. Just give me 1 second. Oh, good. Sorry, just send a message back. If Carson Wentz winds up with the Patriots, I am not watching football ever again. And I mark my words, the 45-50 mark at 9:46 on November 7th, 2023. If Carson Wentz winds up on the New England Patriots as a starting quarterback, I am no longer watching the National Football League. Okay. Done. Moving on. I had mentioned the Bengals beating the Bills on Sunday, 24-18. And then last night you had the Chargers defensively just absolutely embarrassing the Jets, 27-6. Good news for me because I had them on the fantasy football team. But moving on, I think they had 8 sacks, 3 fumble recoveries, a punt return for a touchdown. They just demolished the Jets. They didn't need to do anything offensively because their defense is wrecked house. That's how the Chargers won last night. So, since we're talking about football, I will. Where's that thing at? Hold on. All right. What up? Patriots need to move on from Mack and Belichick and need to draft a quick running back and go with the Niners formula and pack the D line with a bunch of studs. I mean, that is a good way to look at it, Guy. You're absolutely right. So, again, Guy, you're making perfect sense tonight. My guy. But that's what's winning teams a lot of games nowadays is the fact that you're building the offense and defensive line. Like, look what Philly's done. Look at their D line. The offensive line is getting a little bit older in certain positions, but we'll see. Cowboys Rick. Oh, you meant Rock. Autocorrect. It's all good, Amber. No, Cowboys. I give props to Cowboys. If you missed it earlier, we had talked about the Eagles Cowboys game on Sunday, and Dallas had a chance to win that game, and they should have won that game. So, would be a total shift in the Pats formula, but might be the way to go. Well, we'll see. I mean, Christ, Belichick's been up to what, 30 years, almost. No. God, see, that's why I need you on camera with me because you know this off the top of your head. I think Belichick's been the coach up in the Patriots since 1995. I think he came right around the same time that Robert Kraft bought the team, if I'm not mistaken. So, Ron, can you clarify for me that in chat? I'll read it. So, Cowboys red zone offense needs help. Bryant could be a red zone target for them, but who knows? Martavius Bryant has to stay out of trouble. Okay? And the problem with the Cowboys, too, as good as CeeDee Lamb is, which you can't take away nothing from CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is a great wide receiver, great number one. Okay? You went out and got a Brandon Cooks this year in a trade with the Houston Texans to step up and be your number 2, number 3 wide receiver behind Lamb and Gallup. Okay? Gallup's regressed so much since the ACL injury. And now you throw a wide receiver like Brandon Cooks into the mix, who's supposed to help your offense. And on Sunday, I think he had 2 targets. Like, why the hell can't you get the ball to Brandon Cooks? Brandon Cooks, for so many years, was a 1,000-yard receiver, and now he goes to a team like Dallas, who has that potent offense and hasn't done shit. So, if signing Martavius Bryant, it's all good and dandy, but like you see with all these other teams, I mean, you only have one ball. And you put all these offensive weapons on one side of the ball, someone's going to get pissed off and someone's going to be left out. And I feel right now that's Brandon Cooks. I mean, you have an awesome speed threat with the Brandon Cooks. He's actually healthy this year because he's not getting near the ball at all. And it's a shame because you have a player like Michael Gallup, who I fucking loved coming out of Colorado State because he's a catch machine. The kid had 127 receptions in 1 year for Colorado State University. No one's ever heard of him before. His rookie year, he was great. Then he tore his ACL that second year, and he hasn't been the same since. He had a big drop on the third down this past week. I mean, I'm praising the Cowboys, don't get me wrong, but you have these offensive weapons, and they're struggling, or they're non-existent. And Cooks this year for the Dallas Cowboys has been non-existent. Cooks 3 years ago would have flourished for the Cowboys? It would have. Absolutely. I mean, even Tony Pollard coming back from the Achilles injury. Sure, you start the season rusty. You're coming back from a major injury like that. But he's not even the same player. He got that franchise tag this year. They're paying, what, $12 million? And what has he done? He's had a couple nice games, sure. But was an assistant in New England in 96, probably under Pete Carroll, went to the Jets for 4 years. and came back in 2000 as head coach. So yeah, 23 years this year for Belichick as the head coach of the Patriots. As much as you hate Belichick and know his background story, Belichick has done wonders up in New England. So that's why I don't think Kraft will fire him. But you might want to have a talk with them and say, okay, Bill, I respect you. This team's going in an opposite direction. I'm not saying I'm forcing you out, but maybe it's time to walk away. Give them a nice little incentive to say, like, here's a happy retirement gift. Please go quietly. Like, and we'll say that you resigned. We won't say you got fired. We'll say you resigned from your position. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt of going out on your terms. Same thing that Eagles should have done with Andy Reid. Andy Reid did wonders in Philly. His drafting sucked. His draft classes were up and down at best. I'm not saying he was a mastermind at drafting. But when it came to Sundays and stuff like that, Andy Reid had a hell of a record. I mean, Nick Sirianni's putting a hell of a record together right now. Now, I'm not going to talk about that middle guy in between. But Dougie P bounced back after that mishap with the other guy, who I'm not saying his name, almost destroyed this team in 3 years. God. You go from everybody loving you to everybody hating you and then get the fuck out of my stadium. So, that middle guy shouldn't have been brought here in the first place, but Andy Reid thought it would be a good idea. So, retire or kick him upstairs. He is like 72 years old. Yes, I mean, Ron, that is a great way to put it. I mean, if you don't want Belichick as your coach anymore, just like I said, ease him out the door. Let him go at it on his own terms. But like, tell him like, we may take the title from you, but you can still help out in the front office. We have a nice, comfortable suite upstairs that has your name written all over it. You can go up there and watch the games. You can do your thing up there. But we want to go in a different direction down here. So, I think Belichick could be a good advisor. A part owner or part GM. I mean, Belichick's a mastermind. But, like Ron just said, he's 72 years old. You're starting to show your age. You're not able to keep up with the game speed anymore. Now, the question is, now that Josh McDaniels got fired by the Raiders, does Bill wind him back into the Patriots and a senior advisor role for the rest of the season? Maybe does he become his successor or something? Because right now you have Bill O'Brien as your offensive coordinator up with the Patriots. And he was already a head coach in this league, and it turned out to be a freaking disaster with the Houston Texans. So do the Patriots try to reel back in Josh McDaniels? And he has massage parlor. Yeah, Belichick, like some other coaches in this league, have blackmail on their owner. Ron's absolutely right. There's a couple coaches around this league who have that high tenure because they got dirt. Like, look, a couple years back, everybody wanted Howie Roseman fired. Okay, let's switch gears to Philly real quick. So, I mean, everybody wanted Howie Roseman gone. Nobody liked him in Philly for some odd reason. But we always ask ourselves, what dirt does he have on Lurie that Lurie keeps him around? Granted, the last couple of years, Howie Roseman's been fucking out of this world. If you're a Philly fan, you absolutely love him. Every other team, you hate him because he's doing what he's doing. So, kudos to that. Need a young coach these days to relate to these players, motivation and such. Guy, again, spot on. You see how young these head coaches are nowadays. Sirianni's in his early 40s. That was the guy's name. Zach Taylor in Cincinnati. I think he's in his 30s. Sean McVay started young. I mean, you're absolutely right. You need these young coaches nowadays who can go with the pace of the game. John Gruden had to do it, and now Davis. There you go. Now, I'm sure you noticed, Ron, Guy, you probably noticed because you're a very knowledgeable sports guy as well. Even though Mark Davis just fired Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler and the offensive coordinator, he still owes the three of them up to $85 million. That has to suck. Knowing the fact that you get rid of that dead weight, but you still got to pay them. I think they're still paying John Gruden to some degree, too. I mean, but $85 million between three people that you recently just fired, but you're still paying them. Sign me up. But that's just insane. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with me tonight on our first episode back of the Basement Show. This is now Sports Roundup. Usually I am joined on Tuesday nights by Mr. Ron. He had something come up, but he is in chat with us tonight. Thursday night is now Ladies' Night. Make sure you tune in for that one. And Friday night is now the Rev Grimm Show. We're downsizing to 3 shows a week, but we promise to give you guys some awesome content. So make sure to like, share, and follow the shows. And yes, Ron, that is crazy. It is hard to believe. $85 million, and you're still paying out people who you fired years ago. I hope they keep Antonio Pierce. I would give him the rest of the season. The same thing with how the Colts did with Jeff Saturday. Keep him for the rest of the season. See how he does with the players. See if they mesh. See if we can turn the culture around, as they say. But that could be a good candidate. He's obviously a good defensive mind coach. Sounds like a really good players coach. He sat down Jimmy Garoppolo the other day in this way. He has trust of the team if he gets results. I agree. And yeah, that's what it comes down to. Nowadays, if you're going to promote somebody within your organization, you want the locker room to be unified as one. Okay? And then, because when you bring out these inside people, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, you could have a good coach, but the locker room hates him. A bad coach, and the locker room loves him. But if you can find that middle ground where you have a coach who has a player's trust and gets results on the field, that's a slam dunk. And that's exactly what you got with Nick Sirianni. He doesn't worry about any of the bullshit upstairs. He's a player's coach. You can see him getting on those veterans like you need to at times. But like he's a perfect example of what you need in a coach nowadays. So if Antonio Pierce can keep that trust of the team and get the results, I could see him being the coach of the Raiders next year, yes. But as always, you have to go through that whole interviewing process. Yes, the Raiders did hate Josh McDaniels. You're absolutely correct, Ron. Because he's a head case. He always has been. I mean, the fact that man still gets head coaching opportunities after opportunity after opportunity is beyond me. So, I don't know. But, moving on. In the spirit of football, on your screen now, even though you really can't see it, I apologize. We have our Fantasy Football League. The Basement Show does have a Fantasy Football League, and it must say has been a really screwy defense is prime for the playoffs. It's their offense. Jimmy G needs to hang up. I don't think Jimmy G will hang it up just yet, guy. Jimmy G is now going to switch into that more of a role of a mentor. Okay. Like I could see Jimmy G going to a team who's going to draft a quarterback at a very high rate, a top 10 pick, and be that starter for maybe a couple games, and then till that rookie's ready. Jimmy G can be compared now to like a Sam Darnold or Andy Dalton, like a good mentor to help the young quarterback groom. And then when that quarterback's ready, So I did the number 2 spot, and that young quarterback will take over. But you keep a player like Jimmy G around, A, as a mentor, and B, as that veteran presence as a backup quarterback. So his days as a starter might be over, but if he's willing and able to, I could still see him being a number 2 quarterback on a young team trying to develop a quarterback. So we'll see how that pans out. But I wouldn't say he needs to hang it up just yet. Who knows? He could want. I mean, you're obviously not going to keep him in Vegas with the money he's making and say, okay, you're going to sit behind Adrian O'Connell and we want you to mentor him. No. You're going to try to get out of that contract at the end of this year. He'll be a free agent to go where he wants. And I say he latches on a team that needs that proven veteran quarterback to help groom a young quarterback. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not going to say he needs to hang it up just yet. Hope that makes sense. But talking about our fantasy league, yours truly, Mr. Knast is 7-2. Tennessee question mark. I mean, damn. Tennessee's a mess. Okay. Because you're going to have to do something with Tannehill after this year. He probably walks. I think Tannehill might be done. But then you have now second year, going to be third year pro next year, Malik Willis, the quarterback out of Liberty, who everybody was super stoked about, who turned out to be a complete bust. And then you have quarterback Will Levis, the kid out of Kentucky, who was also a second-round pick this year, who was supposed to be a first-round pick, but made the fall. So, I mean, let me go back over a second. I mean, it depends on how you really look at it. I mean, Tennessee could be a really good option for a player like Jimmy G if you're going to go in the direction of Will Levis. Okay? Because then at that point, then you can let Tannehill just walk. Malik Willis is obviously not your answer, so you could probably get out of that contract at a somewhat decently price. You'll trade him for, I don't know what, 6th, 7th round pick. And then that leaves you Will Levis, who has stepped in the first couple weeks. It looks pretty good, but could still use that fine grooming. So, yes, Tennessee is a good option if you want to bring somebody in like Jimmy G as that mentor. So I could see that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could get along with Tennessee. A lot of people think Arizona's going to buy out Kyler Murray because they got that clause in his contract. Arizona could be a attractive offer. What else do we have? I mean, Pittsburgh's Kenny Pickett's team, but you have backups like Mitchell Trubisky and who the hell is the third one? Mason Rudolph. So maybe Pittsburgh is an option. The Giants, you don't know what the health of Daniel Jones is going to be. They're in disarray right now. Christ, they're starting Tommy DeVito, who's a third-string quarterback. I've never heard of this guy. He's starting in the NFL. But then why trade Dobbs? Because, Ron, you trade Dobbs if you're Arizona for one reason, because you're tanking this season. They can't come out and say it, but Arizona wants that first overall pick because they think they can go and swing the fences and get a quarterback. There's only 2, maybe 3 top 2 quarterbacks come out this entire draft this year, and Arizona thinks they're going to get the number 1. I mean, and the problem is, DeVito was on Sopranos. Okay, didn't know that. But the problem with Arizona is they're going to have their eyes locked on Caleb Williams, the quarterback out of USC, thinking he's going to want to come pro, But the problem is he's not going to want to go to Arizona. He's already said a list of 6 teams that he would come out for. Because Caleb Williams is, I think, only a junior, so he could technically go back for his senior year and get what he wants. Plus, he's already said that he can make more money on an NIL deal next year as a senior for USC compared to being a rookie quarterback in the NFL. So, I mean, it's way too early to start looking at draft prospects. I hope me and you could break that down one week. Be just go down position wise and want a piece of the team. Yeah, I mean, Caleb Williams, where he is a quick quarterback, is also a fucking nut job. I mean, going from Oklahoma to follow Lincoln Riley to USC, fine and dandy. Players transfer all the time. I get that. But college football nowadays is so bizarre with these NIL deals and shit like that, and it takes away the integrity of the game. Like, that's why I used to like college football so much, because you had players playing because they loved the game of football. Now college players are just starting to be just as cocky and arrogant as the NFL players because they want fucking money. I get it. You're a 20, 21-year-old kid. You're playing every Saturday, sometimes Friday, Thursday. But, like, you're in school to get a degree. Okay? You want to make millions, prove yourself in the NFL. So, they won't give Brady part of the team. What makes him so... Well, Brady owns part of the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. I think Tom Brady is actually part owner of the Oakland Raiders, the Raiders now, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I know next year he starts his new TV gig. He's going to get a boatload of money from that. Won't allow it, apparently. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. Hold on. Retirement. On February 1st, 2023, Brady announced on social media he was retiring for good. He would file his retirement papers to the NFL and NFLPA 9 days later, making him eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame starting in 2028. So he is officially retired as of February. So, like, I have it right here on my other screen. I mean, said he filed his paperwork, you figure February 10th, he made it official. So, I mean, Christ, if you can come back and play at a high level at, how old is he now? Let's see, hold on. He's going to be 47 in August. So if you're telling me that the man's unretiring and playing quarterback at 47, God bless him. I hate the son of a bitch. I really do. But if you want to come out of retirement at the age of 47 to get your ass kicked in the damn dirt every day, be my guest. They said he can own a majority share as long as he doesn't broadcast his own team. Yes, that is very true. Because he's going to be the lead announcer for Fox. Which a lot of people are up in arms about, because apparently they had told Greg Olsen that. And now you're bringing somebody like Tom Brady on board. It's going to change everything up. I mean, this past Sunday, if you watched the Eagles game, you had Kevin Beckert and Greg Olsen anyway, and half the damn game, it sounded they were rooting for the Dallas Cowboys. My honest opinion, but it's just screwy. I mean, the league is so commercialized driven anymore for the money aspect of it. It's just ridiculous. So I mean, Olsen was, yeah, I would be too. I mean, you guaranteed X amount of dollars, and then not even 2 years into this contract, they're like, oh, by the way, you're gonna be now a number 2 commentator because we're bringing Tom Brady in. And apparently they're giving Tom Brady an armored truck to come to Fox. So I mean, I'm curious because I'm curious to see him in the booth. Okay, because if you have someone like Tony Romo over on CBS with Jim Nantz calling the plays out before they even fucking happen, you're gonna have the same thing with Tom Brady. I don't want him in the booth. That takes away from the game. Cool, you can read what the offense is gonna do. You're a mastermind quarterback, but no, Tom Brady in the announce booth is gonna be nuts. We got Mr. Jay Williams in the building. Give it up for Mr. Jay Williams. Let's talk about CJ, my little F. Stroud. We already did. Where you been? I even said, you can ask anybody in this chat, that CJ Stroud just basically won Rookie of the Year on Sunday. Hands down, without question. Quarterbacks make for great. They do, guy. I will agree with you on that, but they also can be fucking annoying. Okay. Yes, they're good at reading the defense and all that fun stuff. I get it. You're great at reading defenses and stuff like that. But I don't need you talking about it in the goddamn announce booth. They get into the game. I get that. I'm all for it. But every single play, I don't need. Oh, watch! This is gonna be a running back draw to the right side. He's gonna go off the right hand tackle. Or oh, he has him downfield on the left. I mean, leave it alone. Just call it the damn game, please. Thank you. I felt like I just got home from work. Well, welcome home from work. We're glad you joined us for tonight. Jay is a good friend of mine. He's very knowledgeable. He's a big Texans fan and all that stuff. So I do watch Eli and Peyton over. I have heard watching Peyton and Eli is actually quite humorous. On a broadcast, I have heard really good things about that. Somebody dig Madden up. Somebody. Ron, I want to say that's a great idea. I really do, but I don't want to be seen like I'm sick in the head. Mind you, I already am, and everybody who knows me knows that's true. But yeah, I mean that would be kind of an awesome thing to dig up John Madden. I will say that. But if you're gonna dig up John Madden, then you gotta dig up Pat Summerall with him. Okay, John Madden and Pat Summerall were hands down the best color commentators, I believe, in NFL history. And the fact that they worked together as a team for as long as they did, from CBS to Fox and all that, nobody would ever come close to the chemistry that those two had in the booth together. You guys can all hate me if you want. Colin too? You mean pencil dick? Pencil neck? Whatever the fuck go on nowadays? Oh, yeah. Some was already dust. Madden had more meat on him. Thank you, EJ. Appreciate that. But that's the thing, though, Ron. If you could reincarnate Pat Summerall and John Madden, even if it's just for one Super Bowl, To see John Madden drawing the color straight. Oh man, don't get me started. Whoa! What? I just want your Eagles to quit cheating. How are we cheating, Jay? How are we cheating? The brotherly shove? Are you mad that you can't stop it? Collinsworth makes me want to puke my eardrums out. Anytime. AI can do it. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Coordinate Pat Summerall and John Madden. Bring them back for a Super Bowl. That's all I ask. Even if they're telestropical images or something, just put someone different in the goddamn booth. I forget who has a Super Bowl this year. Might be CBS, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna actually look it up. I'm kind of curious. Broadcasting. Yes. So you CBS is broadcasting the Super Bowl this year. Holograms. Thank you, Ron. So this year you're gonna have, you're gonna have Tony Romo and Jim Nantz announcing the Super Bowl this year. Oh Jesus! I mean, they are both better than Collinsworth ever will be. Thank God. Because when the Eagles beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 52, we had NBC with Chris Collinsworth, and I could have swore Collinsworth was going to jump down on the field in a New England Patriots cheerleading outfit to cheer for the Patriots louder than he ever could before. That's all I got to say about that. But yes, holograms of Pat Summerall and John Madden, I'm all for it. Ew, Sports. Nice to see you too, Shannon. I'm getting hijacked by a Thursday night co-host. Ew, Sports with a puking emoji. That's not very nice, okay? You don't see me coming in a ladies' night and say, ew, ladies' night. Ew. Come on. That's it. You want to go? You want to go? No, this isn't hijacking? Okay. Well, I guess you have a point. It's not hijacking unless you pop up on screen. I got you. You're voicing your opinion. I respect that then. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Please, I'm sorry. Don't you? I could hijack while he's pooping. Oh, God. The Rev won the shooters. I won the show. Don't you have a dog to spoil? Ron said it. I did it. Don't yell at me. But no, if you're still in the chat, Shannon Walls is one of the hosts of our new show coming this Thursday, Ladies' Night. They've done some brainstorming behind it. They have a nice intro for that as well, and that should be a lot of fun. It is a women's gossip show, but men are welcome to join the party. You might learn something out of it. They're on top of me at the moment. Per usual. Those two dogs don't leave her side. Okay. We tried to say I was going to take one home the other night, and I thought Luna was going to jump Shannon from the ground up and say, no, don't let me go with him. We're going to talk smack on our men. It's going to get Thursday night should be quite interesting, you know. And then you want to talk about interesting. The Rev Grimm takes over Friday nights. That's going to be even more interesting. It will be fun 3 weeks of the month, 1 week not so much. Ron, you got jokes? Hey, Ron's got jokes. Oh, man. Fun. Now, Ron, let me ask you a question, though. And Ron, this question is strictly for you, sir. Okay? Shannon's going to beat me up for this one. But what if there's 5 weeks in a month? Short week. emotionally get entertaining. See, I mean, that's what we want. We want the whole. We want the emotions to be. I can't say that. Wow, I just bit my tongue on that one. Excuse me, but emotionally got entertaining. Yes, I'm just gonna bite my tongue and shake my head in agreement on that one. I'm not saying it. But no, but that's my question. Okay, Vaughn, you didn't answer my question. So, nope. So, Vaughn, I'm going to go back up to Ron's comment. You said we fund 3 weeks out of the month. 1 week's not so much. But sometimes there's 5 Thursdays in a month. What happens on that odd Thursday? Do we have the mixture of fun, or is it the beginning of the emotional roller coaster? I'm not spitting nothing out. I have nothing in my mouth to spit out. Johnny's being a good boy tonight. It's a rotating schedule, like a official calendar. It's a clusterfuck. Does it count like it goes in the moon cycles, right? Spitters are quitters. Oh, Jesus, God. Ay. And Rev was added the pooper. Well, hopefully, he had toilet paper tonight because you said something about not having toilet paper. Or B, I hope he has some dude wipes. Kinda. Oh, man. Like the Zodiac. And guys gonna get sick. Guy, welcome to the shit show. I mean, I know you've been in here before, but this show has gone off the rails a little bit. And we make it more fun now. Please, tell your friends. Join the fun. And then I don't know if Jay's still in here or not, but Jay's probably like, what the hell am I watching now? I lasted pretty good tonight without going off the rails. I mean, already now 25 minutes ago. We all go a little crazy sometimes. Yes, we do. And you ain't seen nothing yet. You want to see some crazy shit? Tune in this coming Friday night on the Rev Grimm show. You think I'm crazy? You think Shannon and her lady night I'm crazy? You gotta tune in for his show. I mean, we all. The biggest thing is Ron can tell you, Shannon can tell you. We like to have fun, and that's what these shows are all about. Just having fun, sitting back, hanging out with you guys in chat. That's why we're doing live, so we can get the live interaction with you guys. Oh, here we go. Oh no. Let me fix it. There you go. Now you mute it. Wait, you don't want to talk? Okay.
No, now this is hijacking.
Okay. This is now hijacking. Okay.
This is hijacking. Oh, shit. You forget I can add you back into the studio there, dear heart.
I know. Uh-oh. Now, what the hell is he doing? He's up to no good. Oh, boy.
I'd be scared. Very, 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 very scared.
Yeah, so now I have officially been hijacked.
Been hijacked. And you have the hellhound in here, too.
Freya.
That's okay. We had a mouse in the apartment earlier.
That's what Mr. Grimm was telling me. I was like, hopefully only one.
Yeah, no, I caught it the same place that I caught the other one. I saw it run underneath the chair. And I was like, all right, dude, hopefully you find the mouse trap and not the mouth of Freya. Because I don't know if Freya would eat it.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
Guy said, oh, she's alive. I'm in trouble.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm alive. I'm alive and well. I would have been on sooner, but I had to go talk to Rev about a horse.
Wait, first you want a jumping spider, now you have mouse, and now you want a horse?
No, that's code for we were having sex.
Oh.
Hey, Ron. You reading?
Mm-hmm.
Ron was here.
Mine's
True
so,
story.
you might actually have scared Ron off. Too
Too
busy.
busy fighting with Mickey Mouse. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before.
Neither have I.
That's why you need to get speakers like me.
I need to get
See, Ron is there.
I said Ron was there.
He's still here. Ron's been hanging out and chatting all night.
He's in chat because he's sick.
Jackie stopped by earlier. Amber was here. We had a bunch of people in here earlier.
No, but I am getting my Lucas. I am getting my jumping spider. I was looking at enclosures all day today.
Well, last time you ever see Maureen at your appointment.
She's never gonna know it's here unless I bring it the fuck out.
Oh, boo.
It's still shaking.
Oh, boy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, boo. Boo hoo.
Oh, boy.
Why are we booing?
No, he said boy after that. Oh, boy.
Mm.
Oh, he's trying to sound like Mickey. Oh, boy.
Ah. Fred, what are you doing? You hear Uncle Johnny? He was just here last night. You were messing with him last night.
I can't turn on mine because the sound will automatically backfeed to yours.
I can go mute.
Say it in the Mickey Mouse.
Johnny.
I'll go in the other room. Oh, y'all are screwed.
He said to say it in the Mickey Mouse voice. Much more entertaining.
You're screwed.
That's not what he's trying to say. He's trying to have us say, oh, boy, in the Mickey Mouse voice. You could probably do it better than me.
The soundboard's coming to life.
And I did look it up. We have the same headset.
Yeah, I figured you guys did.
We're twins.
Twins. No, remember, your twin was here yesterday, but you were not.
Oh, yeah.
Until he sees what I'm ordering soon.
Yeah.
Jorge.
You should see the new setup that he wants to order now.
Oh, I need a new setup. I don't have shit.
He found a whole set on Amazon for like $40, including a boom mic and a new soundboard and all that.
Damn.
It's like $40.
That's what I paid for my mic.
Yeah.
Huh, I mean, I got a 32-inch TV down here now.
Nice. There we go.
Now I can watch TV and do the show.
Oh, so you're like him and he's got to have his TV in this. Well, yeah, your TV is bigger than his.
That's no.
All right.
Now I've been hijacked again. Rev has new toys for Friday night. Oh boy. Now we even got buzzers. Oh, yours.
So yes, I had to poop.
That's what she was talking about in chat.
Yeah. Anybody want to talk about poop?
Crickets. Yes, he has a nice new soundboard, guy. He's been prepping it. I helped him fine tune it last night.
Yeah, because now we can do a lot of different stuff. But for everybody that joined Johnny tonight, Mr. Nast, on the inauguration, I know, Ron, unfortunately you're sick, but for the inauguration of the Basement Show with Mr. Nast after just coming back, you all get, we applaud you.
Don't make me put out the bullshit, because I don't have a button like that yet.
No, but I have to customize that one.
A bullshit. So you think my show is bad? You think the lady show is gonna be entertaining, guy? You gotta tune in for this guy show on Friday nights. You might hear some of that.
But you'll definitely hear this.
Yeah, you hear that right away.
I haven't heard any of this yet.
Not yet. I mean, it's been relatively quiet. I mean, if you guys would have jumped in earlier, you probably would have gave that to me because I was actually high praising the Dallas Cowboys. Yep, there's the buzzer.
That's what I got to say about that.
The only thing I can say is you're echoing.
I'm echoing.
A little bit.
I'm echoing because your mic's still on.
Oh, I'm muted.
Now we're not echoing.
Marine Corps' birthday on Friday, so I might tune in if I survive. There you go.
Yeah, I hear you on that one.
There is a little bit of echo, but that's all right.
So we'll find out come Friday if he survives.
Yeah, I will. I mean, Marine Corps, that's pretty incredible. Thank you for your service.
That is true. Very awesome.
You're just going to have fun with that soundboard, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I looked at another setup today.
Because you forget, I still have this too back here. I can pull that up anytime I want. And then you got the special red rim background.
There you go.
So you don't get, you want.
Yeah, but it's not the Grimm show tonight.
No. Just hanging out, though. I mean, we were just talking some football earlier. Like I said, nice tune up. We had like Jackie stopped in, Amber popped in, Gary popped in, Kevin, Mama D was here a little bit earlier. Gina popped in. They might still be on Twitch, but
Yeah, I can't quite see. But I mean, you got some people.
yeah, we've just been hanging out. I mean, I was pretty amped up the first couple minutes. Definitely was going back watching the brand new intros and stuff. I think they came out pretty good. So
There you go.
and then, like I said, you got that nice background for Now Sports Night with the football field and stuff.
Yep.
So I put a lot of work into getting the show back up and running.
Yes, you did.
Very proud of you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you guys all motivate me. So well, I always tell Ron that. I told you, Shannon. And y'all, I mean, like the guy hanging out this night, like all these shows just all revolve around the community and everybody helping each other out, either it's being in chat, being on camera, all supporting each other.
Nope, tater tot dinner to celebrate.
Say what?
Tater tot dinner to celebrate.
Tater tot dinner to celebrate.
Can't do it tomorrow night, but maybe Saturday. I have a date tomorrow night.
I'm going to be nice. Never mind.
What?
I was going to say, what's his name?
Her name is Cutie.
So, what was his name?
I'm
There
being,
it is. See, you knew sooner or later you were going to get it.
yes, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. Tomorrow is my parents' wedding anniversary, so happy
Awesome.
anniversary to my mom and dad.
Awesome.
So my mom asked me as a favor to take my grandmother out to dinner.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
That's cool.
so that is my date tomorrow night. I'm taking my grandmother out for dinner.
Okay, then you need to take that back. It's not a family event.
Well, no, I don't need to take it back. He knows that I'm busting his balls, and he knew sooner or later he was going to get it from Grimm.
See, I even just got a comment from Anna. I'm surprised it hasn't popped up in here yet. Do you have an air pump or is it a manual blow?
It doesn't fit. Not with the headphones. Damn it.
Were you taking her to the zoo? Yo, Adrian. Thanks, guy. I am taking her wherever my grandmother wants to go for dinner. I love my grandmother very much. What she said?
No, Shannon said we all do, and I'm trying to think. I mean, you could go to something like Firebirds. Firebirds is pretty good. Depends really what she's into.
Well, that I don't want to go to the same place my parents are going. So,
Where are they going?
if my dad has it his way, Longhorn.
I don't know. I mean, if she likes hibachi and shit, you could take her to like Benihana.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's what I'm doing on my off night. I gotta dig mine up. We can double date.
Yeah, I'd be in for that too.
What, digging up old relatives?
Yeah.
You dig up your mother?
I don't know if my mother's been cremated or not, but then again, I don't really care. I wouldn't dig that bitch up if you paid me.
I mean, my grandfather's in Pennsauken, my aunt and uncle are in Riverside.
My grandmother's and my grandfather are in Pennsauken.
What one in Pennsauken is a lot?
They changed the name of it. Whatever's on Westfield Avenue, whatever they're calling it now.
The one there, like Westfield and River Road.
Yeah, Westfield River Road and Cove Road.
That's where my grandfather's buried. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, because they've changed the name on it. I think at one point it was Bethel.
Back it was,
Then something else.
What's that? Good
night, Ron.
Hang on.
Night Ron.
Be back next week. Can't wait.
Oh, babe, Athena got adopted.
There you go. Next week, Ron will be back. Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. The Basement Show with Mr. Knast and Mr. Ron for sports
Roundup.
Sports Roundup.
Something different.
Yes, I wasn't quite sure what you went with.
Yeah, sports Roundup. Why am I not seeing this? Oh, no, that's why. I think it's Alton Park Cemetery.
Yeah. What is this?
And then, yeah, Wesley Keynes Park. But I think that's what it is, because Alton Cemetery is off Bethel Cove and then River Road behind it.
Yeah. That's actually pretty awesome.
And I think my grandfather's right in the back of it, right off of River Road and the Cove on that corner.
Is that one to get saved for the show?
Yeah, that'll be good for the show.
Hey, it says Alex is watching.
I don't know.
Oh, I have it open on Facebook on my phone.
No, I don't have my phone next to me. Otherwise, I would have had the music on too.
Oh, if you want music, I can jam out your song. Where's my mouse? There it is. That made for a good intro last week.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with this little chord here, we got a little bit we could play around with.
Absolutely. And if you want to mess around with it after I end the show, we can do that too. Because I was going to ask you how you wrap it up.
If you're going to get ready to wrap it up, wrap it up.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said before, hopefully you had a good show tonight. Your first one back after
like I said, you gotta go back and watch the first like 10 minutes of it. I was amped up as shit. It's kind of cool.
Little hiatus. And then everybody's off again tomorrow night.
Yep, I did explain that we go down to 3 shows. I can recap that real quick for those who tune in the later part of the show instead of Monday through Friday now. I have been told I've been doing too much. So we are now only live Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tuesday will be Sports Roundup with me and Mr. Ron. Thursday night is Ladies' Night with the Red Queen who popped in earlier, Shannon, Mama D who is in chat, Miss Morgan who dropped the reaction. She was in for a couple minutes, didn't say nothing. And then Miss Gina as our new co-host. I was going to leave that one as a surprise, but her name is Gina. She will be joining the fun on Thursday night, Ladies' Night, which Shannon would tell you will be a gossip session about their men, a whole bunch of different stuff. They have a lot planned for that. So that will be this Thursday night at 9 p.m. And then the man on the screen right now, the Mr. Rev Grimm, has moved to Friday nights for the Rev Grimm Show, which, if you haven't tuned in for one of his shows before, I highly suggest that you put the kids to bed and go in a quiet room, sit back and enjoy. Because this man is a mastermind. He knows how to entertain you, give you an education, and make you say, what the fuck, all in the same night.
That is true.
So, I don't know if there's anything you want to add about your show, other than those 3 components. I mean, it's crazy, educational, and sometimes just, what the fuck.
My show is actually rated, and that's what that says right there.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of suspense. And a lot of.
Yeah, and I'm waiting for you to get the moan button. The moan button, like a.
Yeah, no, I gotta go on and set up a custom sound. I gotta figure that one out.
Yeah. Guy said, so a lot of what the fucks. Absolutely. So if you can tune in this Friday night, guy, I would recommend the show. Check it out at least once. There is always a topic that might spark your interest. Because there is plenty of topics to go around on that show. And if you want, you can go back and watch some of his previous shows and still say, what the fuck.
Go to the one about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one that is extremely popular right now, and I will give the man credit. No, don't say it. I'll check you out. What time? It'll be live 9 p.m. on Friday night. Like here
with my co-host, my new co-host.
His new co-host, Miss Jackie, as of now.
Hopefully she'll keep me out of trouble.
But as of now, I think all the shows that we do Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will be 9 p.m. It makes it a little bit easier for me. Maybe occasionally you might get an earlier ladies' night or whatnot. If Shannon wants to start the show early, I let them do what they want to do. Like Grim does what he wants to do. And me and Ron do what we want to do on Tuesday nights. But we always say, and all of us agree at the same aspect, these shows aren't possible without you, the viewer. Rather, if it's your first time in the show, you're popping in, you're looking in the chat, you drop likes, reaction, shares. Like, without you guys viewing us on a weekly basis, it's just us talking to ourselves.
And honestly, from all of us, we applaud you all. It wouldn't be possible without all of you guys.
So, I mean, that's the whole aspect of doing these live shows. I figured instead of doing recordings, that way you get the live interaction. You can see what people are feeling, see how they react. So, I mean, Guy, it was awesome having you in chat again tonight. You have stopped in the past. Make sure you spread the word. Let people know we are back. Ron, thank you for hanging out, even though you were busy, not feeling well. Appreciate you.
I talk to myself a lot. I do that all day now.
talk to myself all the time. It's okay, but now you've got
It's okay to talk to yourself because John knows, and I don't know. There are people in here. Well, Ron's gone, but there's people in here that know the situation that myself and the Red Queen have gone through. 6 months. 6 months today, John.
Yep.
So it took a lot to come on tonight, and Friday night's going to be a tough show, but I think I'll work through it. I'll get through it one way or another.
Wow, the fact that you guys popped in tonight is astounding. I mean, I figured I would just see you guys in chat hanging out, but you got to learn to jump on camera in front of everybody. Where it is hard, you're taking the gradual steps. You're taking it day by day. You're healing, and maybe something like this helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely given me an out. Like I said, when we first talked, what my initial, I'll try and make you laugh, bud. I appreciate that. What my original goal was. We talked about what my original goal was.
Mm-hmm.
And when you wrote everything down last night, that goal has been met out of every show that I've done.
Yeah, I mean,
and the one 3 weeks ago, I'm completely.
It's irking your soul, is what it's doing.
It's what?
It's irking your soul, is what it's doing.
Yeah, to me, it's just totally unbelievable that those numbers came back. And again, like I've always said at the shows, is I couldn't do this without you and the rest of the basement crew, but I also couldn't do this without the viewers. So, I hope you guys enjoy the new lineups and the new things that are coming. There's a lot coming this way. So,
and I'll just say one thing before I do say end it. 762.
are you serious?
Yep.
Did you hear that? Wow. That's just absolutely.
And that's just on one platform.
I honestly cannot even begin to thank people enough for that. Honestly, I can't.
Guy, I saw this man from another show. He helped build from the ground up for 10 years. I had him and the Red Queen, the one behind him, on a show May 2nd. It was a Tuesday night. I had those two on, and then two other people, Morgan and Kevin. We did a couples night type of thing, and it just blossomed. I mean, they had a rough stretch. We helped them through it. We're still helping them, but they are part of the Basement Show family now. Thick and thin, they always have been. And you want to make someone laugh. If you can make this man laugh and blush, you've done something good in life. So, if you can, tune in Friday night to support him. And if you pop in Thursday night to support the ladies and hear them gossip, I'll be behind the scenes working that night, as I do for every show we do. I'm not on camera. I'm still on the computer. I mean, this is my baby. I treat it like one. I hope to continue to grow it. It's incredible to see what it's gotten so far. And I'm back. We're going to kick some ass.
That's right. Yes, we will.
I just realized something.
What you realize?
The mascots don't have a picture.
The mascots aren't on there.
Well, then she has to send me pictures to put them on there.
The spoiled dogs?
Yep.
Up there's Ice.
When I get down, I watch Norm McDonald. Good one to watch.
Keep kicking ass, big numbers, and big things ahead, guys. Very true.
Me and my lopsided fingers. I couldn't agree more. But that's good advice from Guido. When he's down, when he feels down, he watches Norm McDonald. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
Pull out a swizzle stick.
A swizzle stick.
And we got this back from, like I said, But before I almost forgot, I did want to give one other person a special shout out tonight. And he is part of the Basement Show family as well. His name is Darth Nexus. He was on my show a couple times. We did Turnbuckle Thursday. You remember him from a couple Thursday nights that you hopped on with us.
Yep.
I want to send him out a big congratulations because he just got Twitch affiliate over the weekend.
That's awesome.
So he is now working his way towards Twitch partnership. He started slow. He hopped on here for a couple weeks with us. And now he's doing his own thing over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as well. I'm going to actually make a banner real quick. So those who go back and watch this.
Are you a Rev fan?
I don't know if he's asking me or you that.
Big news. Congrats. Am I a Rev fan? I don't know. Do I like myself? Not most days. No, Rev doesn't like himself.
I don't like him when I'm married to him.
I know you don't like him. You married him.
How long
There
we
you
been
go.
with him?
He just up for a couple minutes.
18 years.
That's how you can find him. Darth Nexus. And the X's is a 5 instead of an S. He is on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. He's a streamer. He does Fortnite. He's getting back into Call of Duty, Starfield. He does it all. He's a very cool, laid-back guy. Just go over, show him some support, and let him know that his family at the Basement Show sent you. He's probably still streaming right now. I don't know because Ice is off. He's on Twitch right now, so he might be done for the night. But he is family.
He's talking about the drummer from Avenge.
Ah,
That's what he's talking about.
yes.
It took me a minute to put it together. It's a very, very
Yeah, I
good
had to think about that for a second. Yes.
He's an amazing drummer.
So, what are you a Red fan? Jimmy. So, what's he talking about with Jimmy?
No, Shannon says he was talking about I believe, the drummer from Avenged Sevenfold.
Gotcha.
Who passed. Yes, he was an amazing drummer. Gone too soon.
Gotcha.
We're arriving before Jimmy.
And Kevin said he's all. I was bouncing him back and forth. So,
And I was a reverend before what?
Before Avenge came out.
Yeah, that is true. I've been a reverend longer than Avenge has been around. Believe it or not, December, well, we'll say December 8th, so about 20 years.
yep. I mean, you want to promote that show? You can real quick. It's up to you.
I don't know. Do I want to promote that show? December 8th. Where is it again?
Landis Theater, I think.
Yeah, Landis Theater in Vineland. There's not many tickets left. Band that I worked with on the road for a while. I was a guitar tech. Octane is doing their 20-year reunion for their album When All Is Said and Done. You can find them on YouTube. But if you're looking for something, December 8th, as I said, Landis Theater. It's in Vineland. Let's see. I know that Mama D will be there. Mr. Nast will be there. The Red Queen will be there. And, of course, I have to be there, the Reverend Grimm, because I was there 20 years ago when it started. So we will all be there. So if you find us, come on up, say hey. Love to see you in person.
Absolutely. And again, go check out Buddy over on the other side, Darth Nexus. Yep, Zachary Double Octopus and oh wow, 2/3 of my life. I played drums growing up. Great stress reliever.
I would believe so. Now, me, the other day, I was out at Big Lots in... Which Big Lots did we go to? Sicklerville? Sicklerville. And I found something that I'm going to get the youngest grandson.
Oh boy.
A drum set. And why is this? So I can annoy my daughter.
I like it.
Yes, me too.
And then you gotta teach them the stepbrothers. Don't touch my drum set.
We actually bought drum set for our grandson. So excited.
But other than that, again, Guy, thank you for hanging out. Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Ron, thanks for hanging out. Gary, Jackie, Amber, Jack Campbell stopped in. Gary, you guys are all awesome. Teach them young and annoy everybody. Guy knows the mentality.
Yep.
So, other than that, see you back on Thursday night. If you want to stop in and support the ladies, they go live at 9 o'clock Thursday night for Ladies' Night. And again, you have the Rev on his show, the Rev Grimm Show, Friday night at 9 as well. Until then, I will be back next Tuesday for another Sports Roundup. I am Mr. Ness, Mr.
With
Ron.
Mr. Ron.
Yep, Mr. Ron will be back. So, but have a good night. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll see you next time. See ya.